We are looking at lesson 2 of questioning this week. So we're asking questions to form ideas. And if we have a little look at the essential question says, how can questions be used to help understand the text being read? Our learning intention is to be able to use questions and ideas to help with your understanding of the text. And the success criteria is I can create questions and a common theme to understand the text. So our academic vocabulary, it's just the word idea. And I guess it's because what are your ideas around the text that you're reading at the moment? So if we go down to that wonderful book, Roald Dahl, that wonderful autobiography, I'm just going to go to one page that I'm going to read to you. It's one I picked out a little bit earlier that I thought might be good because I know that you guys did 3 pages of reading the other day. So if I go to here, me at 8 months old, I'm just going to read this piece of text, okay? Another girl, a boy, me, and a third girl. There were now 6 children in the family, 2 by my father's first wife and 4 by his second. A larger and grander house was needed and the money was there to buy it. So in 1918, when I was 2, we all moved into an imposing country mansion beside the village of Radier, about 8 miles west of Cadiz. I remember it as a mighty house with turrets on its roof and with majestic lawns and terraces all around it. There were many acres of farm and woodland and a number of cottages for the staff. Very soon the meadows were full of milking cows and the sties were full of pigs, and the chicken run was full of chickens. There were several massive Shire horses for pulling the ploughs and the hay wagons, and there was a ploughman and a cowman and a couple of gardeners and all manner of servants in the house itself. Like his brother Oscar in La Rochelle, Harold Dahl had made it in no uncertain manner. Okay, so questions I've got, because I would have to go back and read maybe about what's happened before this, but I'm wondering what happened to the first wife. I'm wondering, there are 6 children in the family. Like, did they have staff to help, or did the second wife look after all of the children by herself? I'm wondering about what it is that he did to become so successful, because remembering that I believe he had the broken arm, yeah? Like he's the one that had his arm broken and it was all crazy. What did he actually do where Harold Dahl had made it in no uncertain manner? What is it that he actually did to be able to make all of this money, to be so affluent, to be so rich? So these are all wonderings I've got, and it certainly makes me want to read on and find out more, because he was only 8 months old here in this picture, and that was back in 1918. And what I know about 1918 is that that was the end of the war. So I know that from 1914 to 1918 was World War I. So I'm wondering about what happened in that 4-year period with them being in England, and whether his dad or grandfather went to war. Okay, so these are all the wonderings I've had, but all those wonderings are helping me to make sense of what's happening here. All right, so now if you could do the same, please, if you go and do a bit of reading and then write down your wonderings, write down any questions that you have around what you think might be happening, or things that ideas that you have around the text, and what you think. Okay, see you guys.